Welcome, everyone, to A Course in Miracles and Practice from the World Harmony Project. And today we are carrying on with our look at the review lessons in the course.
Right. And as we usually do, first we'll read the lesson for the day.
And then after that, we'll sort of unpack it.
Dig into the concepts.
And then importantly, we'll get to a listener question, or maybe two if we have time. So here we are. It feels significant somehow reaching lesson 112 together in the course.
It really does. A journey for sure.
Yeah.
And 112 lessons, that's quite something. We've covered a lot of ground.
We have. And this lesson, it's a review focusing back on lessons 93 and 94.
Which is perfect timing, I think. These reviews are so valuable for letting things really sink in, not just rushing ahead.
Exactly. So the plan for this first part is pretty straightforward. We're just going to read lesson 112 straight through, no commentary, just let the words land.
Sounds good. Let's just absorb it.
Okay. Lesson 112 for morning and evening review. Light and joy and peace abide in me.
I am the home of light and joy and peace.
I welcome them into the home I share with God because I am a part of him.
I am as God created me.
I will remain forever as I was, created by the changeless like himself.
And I am one with him, and he with me.
On the hour, light and joy and peace abide in me.
On the half hour, I am as God created me.
Right. Just hearing them like that, there's a real potency in how concise they are, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. And the idea of using them throughout the day, on the hour, on the half hour, it's like setting little anchors.
Yeah, anchors is a good word. Anchors to pull our focus back. It's so easy to get swept away by, well, everything else.
Absolutely. And speaking of focus and how these ideas connect to daily life, we actually got a question from a listener that fits right in here.
Oh, great. Always good to hear what people are thinking about as they work with this material.
Definitely. So the question is,
what kinds of things am I doing or choices am I making that reflect that I am as God created me?
Really makes you pause and think, doesn't it?
It does. It asks us to look at the practical side. How does this core truth, I am as God created me, actually show up in, our behavior, our choices?
Right. So the question becomes, where do we see that reflected in what we actually do?
And one way the course helps us bridge that gap is through those reminders we just read, the hourly and half-hourly practice.
Gently nudging yourself awake throughout the day.
Away from the noise.
Exactly. Away from the chatter of the ego, the anxieties, the distractions. It's not about forcing a feeling, but more about reminding yourself of a reality that's already true underneath everything else.
Like tuning into a different frequency.
It's an active redirection.
And it's not just an internal thing, is it? The course takes it into our interactions, too. That practice when you feel irritated with someone.
Yes. Repeating, you are as God created you. Silently, usually.
Silently repeating that about the other person. How does that work? What does that do?
Well, it's pretty transformative, actually. Instead of reacting to the surface behavior, the thing that's annoying you, you're consciously choosing to look past it.
To see something else.
To see their true nature, the same divine spark that's in you. You're affirming their inherent perfection. Even if their current behavior doesn't seem to reflect it at all, it shifts the whole dynamic, at least within yourself.
It stops the cycle of judgment, maybe. Or reaction.
Yeah, it can interrupt that knee-jerk reaction. It's a way of offering a kind of internal forgiveness or acceptance, recognizing the shared reality beneath the apparent conflict.
Which ties into another big idea here, letting go of idols. Now, idols sounds a bit dramatic, maybe.
It can sound archaic, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Course's terms, it's much more down to earth. An idol is basically anything we give power to other than God or our true self.
Mm-hmm.
Anything we look to for fulfillment or definition instead of that inner connection.
Okay, so what kind of things count as idols in this context?
Well, the Course gives examples like being overly invested in how our bodies look or feel, chasing physical pleasures as the ultimate goal,
right?
Or even holding on to things like sickness, fear, chaos, seeing them as powerful realities. And judgment, definitely judgment.
So these things become idols when we believe in them more than we believe in that light and joy and peace within.
Exactly. When we let them define who we think we are or what we think is possible, they distract us from the truth. They obscure that inner peace.
So recognizing them is the first step. Seeing, oh, I've kind of made an idol out of this worry or out of needing this person's approval.
Absolutely. Just noticing where we're placing our faith, where we're looking for salvation, so to speak. Once we recognize these patterns, these things we've elevated,
they start to lose their grip.
They can, yes. Seeing them clearly as distractions, as ultimately unreal compared to our true nature, helps us begin to withdraw our belief from them. It loosens their hold.
And this feels very connected to forgiveness, which is just core to everything in the course, isn't it?
Completely central. We keep coming back to it because it's the mechanism for undoing the ego's thought system, for shifting perception.
And in this context, remembering I am as God created me and you are as God created you, how does that shape forgiveness?
It gives forgiveness a very specific meaning here. It's not about saying what you did was okay. Not at all.
Right. It's not condoning.
No. It's about recognizing that the attack, the separation, the hurt we perceive, it stems from illusion, from forgetting who we really are and who the other person really is.
Forgiveness is seeing past the illusion.
Seeing past the mistakes, the fear, the ego's projections, to the unchanging truth underneath. Recognizing that shared divine self, that innocence that remains intact despite appearances.
It's a shift from blame to understanding, you could say.
Definitely. And it's profoundly self-liberating. When we hold on to grievances, we're trapping ourselves in that illusion of separation and victimhood. Forgiveness cuts those cords.
You're not just freeing the other person, you're freeing yourself.
Absolutely. You're freeing yourself from the burden of the past, from the pain of resentment. You're choosing peace instead of conflict.
So when we bring all these threads together, the regular reminders, seeing others as God created them, letting go of those idols, practicing this kind of forgiveness,
We start to live differently.
Yeah.
Our moment-to-moment experience begins to actually reflect the truth of who we are more consistently. The peace isn't just an idea, it becomes more of a lived reality.
it makes you really look at your day, doesn't it? Am I acting from that place of peace? Are my choices reflecting love or fear? Am I seeing myself and others through that lens of shared creation?
It's a constant practice.
Yeah.
And that leads to that reflective question for all of us, really.
Yeah.
How might things actually change for us in our perception, our relationships, our inner state? If we really consciously leaned into applying these ideas day by day, what shifts if we consistently choose to remember, I am as God created me?
It's not just intellectual.
Not at all. It's experiential. This whole
Yeah.
path it's a journey we're all on, figuring it out, applying it, learning as we go.
Definitely.
If any of our listeners have thoughts or questions that came up during this deep dive, we'd genuinely love to hear from you. Please feel free to email us.
The address is acim@theworldharmonyproject.org.
That's ACIM@theworldharmonyproject.org. We look forward to hearing your perspectives.